Well, that's security cleared pretty much in record time, considering it's so busy. It's just gone 5 a.m. in the morning. The whole thing going through security took about 10 minutes. Let's go through to the departure lounge and I'll explain just why this trip is so very special to me. Let's go through, let's take a look. Well, if you're a macaroon fan, this is quite spectacular. Look at this lot. Not going to go without here. Well, hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and a very warm welcome to the first video in the CYPRUS series. Now, what's all this, I hear you asking? What's going on? Why is this trip so special? Well, I'll explain. First of all, I'm travelling to Paphos in Cyprus. My first visit there in about 22 years, so I'm sure there's going to be some changes. Of course, we'll see the usual stuff. There'll be plenty of history, architecture, shops, bars, restaurants, hotels, beaches, nightlife. It'll all be going on, and I'm going to be showing all of it. And I'll travel around the island a little bit, as much as I can using public transport. But what's all this? Why is this trip so special? Well, it's quite simple, really. So this Friday, the 16th of May, at 5 p.m, I shall be walking my daughter, my gorgeous daughter, my beautiful daughter, Sophie, down the aisle and giving her away to my future son-in-law, Vince. An amazing man. So I'm super excited about this. I am a little bit nervous. I've never given a daughter away before, but I'm super excited. I'm going to show you as much of the wedding as my daughter will allow. Obviously it's a private event, but I will show you, we'll meet some of my family, and I hope you enjoy what I post. I've waited 35 years for this moment. So yeah, quite a moment. So let's see now. We're at the airport. We're through security, and my flight's come up on the board, but gate info won't be available for another hour. So I'm going to probably go and get my meal deal and get ready for the flight. As always, let's take a look. Well, my gate's been shown on the board, gate 48. So I can see some aircraft. Let's get down a little bit further towards gate 48 and see if we can see some aircraft. And then it's all about getting up in the sky. Hopefully, I think the weather out in Paphos, Cyprus is supposed to be quite hot. Saturday's supposed to be 36. So it's warming up nicely. My daughter Sophie's already out there. She said it's not that warm. But the forecast that I checked is looking pretty warm. So let's continue. Is this the furthest gate away? Can't see it. Let's keep going. Well, I think that's ours. Certainly lines up with the gate. So sorry it's a bit blurry, but the windows need a damn good clean here. So there it is. I think that's ours. They're just prepping it now. Well, that's certainly our aircraft, and that's obviously our luggage being loaded. They certainly got us out of the gate quickly on this one. About another 50 minutes to departure. So I was looking out the window to see if I could spot my suitcase, because you know, when you worry a little bit, I dropped the baggage off in the auto drop-off, and it all went through, and everything looked fine, but I didn't pick up a receipt. So I'm just hoping I'll meet my luggage at the other end in Cyprus. There's one going up there. So we're just boarding now. I think I'm 20th. Let's get on board. Let's take a look. Well, what an absolutely beautiful morning for flying. It really is lovely weather. I think it's about 18-20 degrees already. So I'm not sure how full this flight is, but we'll see when we get on. So I think I'm seat 20F. So let's get on board, let's get our seat. Well, there's our ride down into Paphos, Cyprus this morning. Looks like an Airbus A320. Let's get on board. Well, let's not forget the lucky tap. And away we go. Morning. Paphos, Cyprus? Yes. Fantastic. Thank you. So 20F, let's have a wander down, see if I can find my seat. No, I've got a window seat, so should get some decent takeoff and landing and some air to ground shots. Let's find 20F. Well, that's 20F. This is quite a new aircraft. I'm wondering whether it will be a Neo. Anyway, let's get seated. I'm wondering if I'm going to see mine come off. Because I'm worried now because I didn't get a receipt. It's not that one. Well, hi everyone and welcome back. So boarding complete, pushback given. First of all, they said it was going to be delayed, but they were not delayed now. We're pushing back, and then a short taxi to runway 26 right. London Gatwick being one of the busiest single runway airports in the world. So on the short taxi, let's have a couple of fun bits of information. So just considering the amount of thrust, the amount of power aircraft need, and to sort of bring it into perspective, looking at perhaps an Airbus A320, which is what we're flying on today, alongside, should we say, a Formula One racing car. Well, Formula One racing cars don't produce thrust. That's the ailerons just extending there. So most flight enthusiasts will know all about that. It just creates a bigger surface area for the wing and obviously creates more lift for takeoff, and also coming in on final approach for landing as well, because the aircraft's travelling at a slower speed. That needs a little bit of extra lift. As soon as we're up in there, those ailerons will retract. Yeah, so if you look at an Airbus A320 or commercial jet aircraft alongside a Formula One racing car, Formula One racing car produces downforce, not thrust. It produces downforce, so at perhaps 200 miles an hour, it might produce something like 5 tons of downforce, basically to keep it on the track. Where, I mean, if it did produce thrust at 200 miles an hour, it would probably be about 1,200 pounds of thrust. 1,200 pounds of thrust for a Formula One race car. That's a lot of power. But if you look at the Airbus A320, which we're flying in today, just got 2 engines, each engine producing about 30,000 pounds of thrust. Combined output is 60,000 pounds of thrust. That's a heck of a lot of power. But if you compare that to the largest commercial aircraft in the world, the Airbus A380, the Airbus A380 has 4 engines and has a combined power output of 500,000 pounds of thrust, which is absolutely enormous. It gives you an idea just how much power these units, these engines can produce. So there are a little bit of fun information. As I say, flight enthusiasts out there will already know that. That odd sound you can hear, they call it the barking dog. It does concern some people. It sounds as though something's wrong. Nothing's wrong. It's called the barking dog. It's the APU, or the auxiliary power units, powering up the slats and flaps on the wings, the hydraulics, which are those orange things, shapes underneath the wing. That's the hydraulics for the slats and flaps and the ailerons and the air brakes. So quite essential. And that's all that sound is. It's the APU, auxiliary power unit. A little bit of other interesting information. What have we got? Those pointy things at the end of the wing. What's all that about? That's a recent innovation. Well, been around for a few years. They're called winglets, and they reduce the drag on the end of the wing when you're travelling at speed 500 miles an hour. Little vortices, little whirlwinds that occur at the end of the wings, which cause drag, and of course will reduce efficiency, cost the airline more money and fuel. So by putting those winglets on the end, it reduces the vortices and increases efficiency. There you are. So a little bit of fun information there, and we're just taxiing now to the runway. So we'll get a good shot of the takeoff. See you shortly. So we're just waiting to line up with the runway. So we're just lining up with the runway. And this morning it's a standing takeoff. And full get up above the clouds. Let's climb into the sky. Let's fly down to Cyprus. Let's find the sun. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're just coming in for final approach, and it should be a nice, clear, it looks absolutely beautiful out there. Should be a nice, clear, comfortable landing, hopefully, and I'm going to capture it for you. Let's take a look. Two to 3 minutes from landing. Aileron's fully extended. That's simply because we're going quite slow, probably only doing about 200 miles an hour. And the landing gear is down. So I can see the road below there. Very close now. Struggling to get memories back from probably 22 years ago when I was here. But anyway, we're just coming into land now. Get my transfer and get to my hotel. I'm staying at the Anemi Hotel and Suites. I don't think it's too far away from there, for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that, but we'll see. I'll get out into arrivals, go to baggage reclaim, get my suitcase. Hopefully it's arrived, because I'm panicking I didn't get a receipt, but there you are. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Go out to baggage reclaim into the arrivals hall and sort out my transfer to my hotel. Okay, there we go. Pretty good little landing there. Thanks very much. Great trip. Well, here we are. Welcome to Cyprus. Let's go through. Absolutely beautiful day here today. I'd say, well, it's just gone 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's probably 25, 26, 28, something like that. Plenty warm. Please, I took my fleece off. So let's continue. Well, I'm impressed. They've got the new biometric EES system set up. Very impressed. Let's see how this works out. So I gave my biometrics in Tenerife. So let's see how this works out. Well, that was all very straightforward. The transfer check-in desk just outside arrivals, and she pointed me in this direction. This is my coach to take me to the Anemi Hotel. So there we are. Here we go. That's my case in there. There it is. Okay. Absolutely beautiful day today. I mean, it's hot now. The driver's just told me from today the temperatures are going to start rising. So this is the car park. This is where all your coaches come. Literally straight out of arrivals. And you're here. So I'll get on board in a moment. Well, all on board, and it's nicely air conditioned, which is nice because it's quite hot out there. Just waiting for the last remaining passengers to board the coach. The driver tells me about 35 minutes to the Animi, which is good, so I can get checked in and unpacked and go and get some supplies. Also, the driver told me my daughter's hotel, the Olympic Lagoon Hotel, is about a 7-minute walk away from my hotel, which is very convenient. I'll probably go down to the harbour tonight. Coral Bay is a bus ride away, but the harbour's just a short walk for dinner. So yeah, I'm excited, so we should be underway soon. And we're off. There's Paphos International Airport, the arrivals. So let's make our way to the Animi Hotel and Suites. Well, I think that was the quickest, most straightforward transfer I've ever had. It was about 25 minutes, something like that, and we're here at the Animi Hotel. So I'm going to go and get checked in a moment and get unpacked, get some supplies. The driver's told me there's a couple of supermarkets around here, so he's been very helpful. I mean, I love that sort of service. Once again, everybody, it's been a pleasant travel day. No hiccups, no delays, no dramas. It's run very smoothly. I've arrived here in good time. So I'm very pleased all in all. So once again, everybody, thanks very much for watching my travel day video. If you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Cyprus and also helps my channel grow. Many thanks. There'll be a room tour, hotel tour to follow. So many thanks, everybody. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.